Welcome back, friends. Today, we're diving into something hearty and comforting. Lamb cabbage. Rolls with delicious stewed ribs. I'll show you how to get the cabbage tender, the lamb juicy, and the ribs falling off the bone perfect. By the end, you'll want to taste these straight from the pot. They're the ultimate comfort food, full of flavor and love. I'm already slicing the lamb into perfect pieces, and while I'm at it, I'm feeding my furry friend here. It's little moments like this, cooking and sharing time with my dog, that make the kitchen feel warm and alive. By the way, take a peek at my online store. There's everything from sharp, perfect knives to beautiful bowls and kitchen tools that make cooking easier and more fun. I've handpicked everything I use in my own kitchen, so you know it's all tried, tested, and ready to inspire your cooking adventures. While I continue slicing the lamb, let's dive into the history of today's dish. Lamb cabbage rolls have been a staple in Eastern European and Middle Eastern kitchens for centuries. Originally, they were a practical way to use every part of the lamb and preserve vegetables through fermentation or storage. In medieval times, cabbage rolls were often prepared for harvest festivals. Families would gather after a long day in the fields, wrap seasoned lamb in tender cabbage leaves, and simmer everything slowly over the fire. It was both nourishing and celebratory. Did you know that variations of this dish were even served in royal courts? Sultans and kings enjoyed stews of lamb with cabbage, spiced delicately, often accompanied by freshly baked bread and pickled vegetables. Each court had its own secret blend of spices. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I share not just recipes, but stories behind each dish, little kitchen secrets, and moments that make cooking feel like an adventure. Stick around. You won't want to miss a single bite. Traveling through Europe, you find many similar dishes. In Hungary, they have toltot kaposta. In Poland, gołąbki. And in Ukraine, cabbage rolls are a traditional holiday meal. It's fascinating how one concept spreads and adapts to different cultures. Families would often add rice, herbs, and sometimes dried fruits to the rolls, depending on the season and what was available. Each version tells a story of the region, the ingredients, and the people who made it. In my own kitchen, preparing cabbage rolls reminds me of sitting with my grandmother, helping her wrap each piece carefully, listening to her stories about the village and old family recipes. It's not just cooking, it's preserving memory. The stewed ribs in this dish add a depth of flavor that transforms it from a simple family meal into something extraordinary. Slow cooked, the ribs release gelatin and richness that infuse the cabbage and lamb, creating a comforting, hearty experience. Historically, rib cuts were considered special in many households. In some royal kitchens, ribs were carefully selected and braised with cabbage to create dishes that symbolized abundance and care. Let's take a short break and enjoy a cup of tea while the flavors continue to develop. I love these pauses. They're perfect for reflecting on the aroma and textures, and for letting the stew settle into its full richness. I often think about how small rituals like this, a cup of tea while cooking, connect us to the people who made these dishes long before us. It's relaxing, grounding, and makes the meal even more meaningful. What about you? Do you have a little ritual while cooking or waiting for a dish to finish? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments while we sip our tea together. If you're enjoying this culinary journey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram. I share behind-the-scenes moments, tips, and stories from my kitchen that you won't see anywhere else. The cabbage is finally tender and ready, and now it's time to wrap the lamb filling. Wrapping meat in leaves has been a clever method for centuries. It keeps the meat juicy, locks in flavor, and makes the dish portable for markets, picnics, or long journeys. It's amazing to think that this simple idea, folding filling into cabbage, originated from practicality. In villages, nothing was wasted, and the cabbage became a natural container that cooked evenly while protecting the precious lamb inside. Now I'm seasoning the ribs with salt, preparing them to go into the pan. Layering the cabbage rolls on top ensures that as the ribs slowly release their juices, the rolls absorb that richness, becoming tender and deeply flavorful. Historically, in Eastern Europe, families would gather to prepare hundreds of cabbage rolls at once, rolling together as a communal activity. It was a chance to share stories, teach younger generations, and pass down secret spice blends. Now it's the perfect moment to prepare the sauce for our cabbage rolls and ribs. I've washed the herbs and am chopping garlic, getting ready to build layers of flavor that will make the dish unforgettable. I'm adding beetroot, which is traditional in some Eastern European versions. Beet gives a subtle sweetness, deep color, and earthy undertone that balances the richness of the lamb and ribs. Bell pepper goes in next. Historically, peppers became popular in Europe after the Columbian Exchange. Families quickly realized how the mild sweetness could brighten hearty dishes like stews and cabbage rolls. And now, a surprise twist. A fresh pear. Sweetness from fruit has been used for centuries to counterbalance the savory, especially in royal kitchens. In Ottoman and Eastern European courts, cooks experimented with fruits to create luxurious, layered sauces. Before we continue, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Follow along on my channel for more recipes, behind-the-scenes stories, and kitchen tips that make cooking fun and memorable. Now I'm taking a clove of garlic and crushing it in my mortar. The aroma is instantly pungent and inviting. I'll mix it with yogurt to create a creamy, tangy sauce that's perfect for drizzling over the cabbage rolls. It's simple, fresh, and adds a layer of flavor that brightens the rich, hearty dish. Finally, it's time to taste the cabbage rolls. The lamb is tender, the cabbage perfectly cooked, the sauce creamy and garlicky. It all comes together in a bite that's comforting, flavorful, and utterly satisfying. Now it's time for the ribs. I'm carefully placing them on my plate and getting ready to taste. The aroma is incredible, rich, savory, with hints of herbs and slow-cooked lamb fat. Just taking a deep breath makes my mouth water, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into that tender, flavorful meat.
Some good and good. Sen are good.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this journey with lamb cabbage rolls and stewed ribs. I can't wait to share the next recipe with you. See you in the next video.
Seçeneği. Zaten de sana. Açık tır bayağı zahmet.